Well, hello guys. It's Donna again from Flavors with a Twist. And how are my flavor twisters doing today? I hope that you're doing well. What we're going to do today, flavor twisters, we are going to make some Swedish meatballs. And they are going to be so delicious. In front of you are all the delicious ingredients that we're going to use. Now on this side, this is the side for the meatballs, and over there is the side for the gravy. So we have 2.5 pounds of ground beef. I have like 6 cloves of garlic that I put in my press. I have a beaten egg. I have some fresh parsley, a medium onion chopped. And here I have a 1/4 teaspoon of allspice, a 1/4 teaspoon of nutmeg, and I have a teaspoon of Italian seasoning in this dish. I have a 1/2 cup of milk, a cup of breadcrumbs, and I have a 1/2 cup of grated Parmesan cheese. Salt and pepper over here, and this is the nutmeg and the allspice. And right here I have 1 pack of Lipton Beefy onion soup. It comes in 2 packs, but I have used 1. Okay, and you see the panko breadcrumbs and the Parmesan. Now over here for the gravy, I have heavy cream, sour cream. I have a 1/4 cup of flour, some butter, Worcestershire sauce, and here I have some better than bouillon beef, and I have 3 cups of water and 1 tablespoon and 1 teaspoon of the better than bouillon beef, and that makes my beef broth. So what we're going to do now, guys, we're going to mix up our meatballs. Okay, guys, I'm back. Now what we're going to do is mix up our seasonings to go to meatballs. There go the breadcrumbs. I put the cup of breadcrumbs in, the 1/2 cup of Parmesan cheese, and I'm going to add that teaspoon of Italian seasoning. Get all of that out of there. Put in a 1/4 teaspoon of nutmeg and the 1/4 teaspoon of allspice. Okay. Now what we're going to do with this is blend this together. You know what also? I'm going to take this Lipton onion soup mix and I'm going to mix that in with the seasoning. That way it will be incorporated really nice. Yeah, there we go. Okay, now what we're going to do is get these meatballs seasoned. The chopped onions that I have, this was like a medium chopped onion, and I'm going to put like 1/2 of that in there because I want to save some for my gravy. Okay. And I'm going to do the same thing with the garlic. I'm going to put 1/2 of that garlic in because that was 6 cloves, so put about 3 cloves in. I want to save the rest of that for my gravy also. Yum. Okay. Now, here we go. This is going to be good, guys. Now what you want to do is take that dry seasoning that I just did with the breadcrumbs and stuff, and we're going to incorporate that also. And I will be using my hands after I get it in here pretty good. That's why I have the gloves on, so don't judge me, guys. Y'all know I don't like to put my hands in ground beef. We're going to take some of that parsley and put in there. Also, we're going to incorporate that egg, the beaten egg, and we're going to put in the milk. These are going to be delicious, guys. Now, mix this around. I can smell that beefy onion soup mix. It smells delicious. Okay. Now, and I'm going to put a little salt and pepper in here. Okay. So, I have the salt. I don't want to put too much because that Lipton onion soup has salt in it. But this is like 2.5 pounds of ground beef. And I'm going to put some black pepper. And these are the pepper seeds, so it's grounding them up as it's coming out. Okay. I just want to get it so I can see it enough on here. And that's how I know when I got enough. Okay, that looks good. You can see the black pepper. Now I'm going to take my hands and get this all mixed in. Okay. And then we're going to form our meatballs. I don't want to over mix it, but I want it mixed in pretty good. These are going to be delicious, guys. Just blend it in. Make sure that egg and everything is mixed in there in the milk. Okay, I'm going to do it a little bit more. And like I said, you don't want to over mix it. You don't want your meatballs coming out tough. Now what I'm going to do is use an ice cream scoop, and that way my meatballs will be all the same size. Okay guys, this is the size scoop I'm going to use. And what I'm going to do is dip them up like this. And that way it'll make one uniform size of meatballs. Just put them down like that. Okay. This is the easy way to do it. And like I said, your meatballs will basically be the same uniform in size. Not too far off the mark. Okay. And we're going to put these on the pan. And I have my oven preheated at 400. And we're going to put them in the oven. Okay. And like I said, for about 20 minutes. And they will be delicious. And then we'll make our gravy for the Swedish meatballs. And I'm trying to think whether I want to serve this over rice or mashed potatoes. I think I would never have mashed potatoes. I'm going to do mashed potatoes today. Okay. So I'm going to finish rolling these up, guys. And we'll get the rest of our recipe started. Okay, guys, I'm back. And I got 30 meatballs out of that ground beef. I have 5 in each row. So what I'm going to do now is put them in the 400-degree oven. I already had it preheated. And I'm going to leave them in there for about 20 minutes. And then they'll finish cooking in the gravy. See you in 20 minutes. Okay, guys, I'm back. And look at our meatballs. And I left them in there for only 20 minutes. So what I'm going to do is just throw them in this little casserole dish. The reason why I'm taking them off the pan because, see this oil that's in the pan? I'm going to use some of that oil in our gravy. So it's going to be really good, guys. So I'm going to finish getting these off the pan. And I'm going to put the oil in a cup or something. And we can add that in too. We don't want to lose any of this goodness. Isn't it beautiful, guys? Look at them. So why stand up there and be turning meatballs from side to side when you can just put them in the oven and it cooks on all sides? So like I said, Flavors with a Twist is about getting in and out the kitchen. And I do semi-homemade meals also. So, I'll show you the semi-homemade part in a few minutes. Be right back. Okay, guys, you see in the mug here, this is the oil that came off the meatballs. So we will be adding that to our gravy. And here go our meatballs right here. Don't they look delicious? And I mean to tell you guys, it has my house lit up. They smell delicious. My cat's running around here like he's crazy. So, we're going to get ready to make our gravy. I'll be right back. Okay, guys, I'm over at the stove. And what I'm going to do is put 3 tablespoons of butter in my Dutch oven here. I was going to do this in a skillet, but with 30 meatballs, I don't think my skillet would have been big enough. So, and also that broth that came off of the meatballs, we're going to incorporate that in there. Yum. Okay, guys, let's add our flour. And that was a 1/4 cup of flour. I think I might need a little bit more, but I'll see. Because I do want a lot of gravy. I have 30 meatballs. Yeah, we might need a little bit more. Okay. Now, why do I got this spoon? I should whisk it. Okay. Now, what I'm going to do is add a little bit more, about 2 tablespoons. Okay. Where's my whisk at? Oh well, I can't find my wire whisk. This will work. Yum, this is going to be so good. And we just going to let it bubble and cook off for a few minutes, because you want to get that floury taste out of there. Looks like it could use a little more. I'll have to see. I want to add all the flour I need first before I add the liquid. Okay, another tablespoon of work. Okay, throw that in. That should be enough. I'm so used to doing it in the skillet, and this Dutch oven is a little different size. Okay, there we go. Now, what I'm going to do is add the rest of that onion, and I'm going to add the garlic. Okay. While that's cooking, just to saute it a little bit. Alrighty. That's why I saved some from when I added it to the ground beef. Yeah, there we go. Now that's how you want it to look. You can see the flour now. Alright, so I added a 1/4 cup and about 3 tablespoons. Which is close to a 1/4 cup. So it's close to 1/2 cup of flour, but just judge it. Alrighty. And keep stirring it, because you don't want it to stick. Oh my God, I can smell that garlic already. Okay. Now what I'm going to do is start adding this beef broth. Okay, I have 3 cups, and I'm just going to add that in. Yummy. And you can see the different thickness. Look at that. Okay. Yeah, see how it's thickening up? Now, what we want to do is add the rest of the beef broth. I'll save like a 1/4 cup until I see how this cooks down. And we're going to add 1 tablespoon of Worcestershire sauce. We're adding that. Yummy. And also what you want to add, I didn't have it on the table, guys, but I have some Dijon mustard here. Grey Poupon. So, what I'm going to do is add about a tablespoon of that. That's going to make it taste so good, guys. Okay. Now, I have the tablespoon of Grey Poupon and put that in. Alrighty. Yummy. Look at this, guys. You can see it thickening. Now what we want to do is add our heavy cream. Okay. So, alright, I have the cup of heavy cream. Add that in. This is going to be so good, guys. Yummy. And I'm going to add the rest of that beef broth. Okay. Look that cook. Oh, look at this, guys. Yum. See how nice and smooth the heavy cream makes it? Okay, let this cook for a few minutes. Okay, guys, I have a 1/4 cup of heavy cream in this dish. I don't know if you can see it. And I'm mixing it with a 1/4 cup of hot water, because I'm going to pour this in the gravy. And you don't want it to curdle, so you want to kind of have it a little bit room temperature. Well, a little bit more than room temperature, warm. And we're going to incorporate that with the gravy. It's going to be delicious, guys. Just stir it up till you make sure there's no lumps or anything in it. And we're going to pour this in the gravy. Yum. And that's going to give it the extra smoothness. Okay. Now I'm going to taste this. And look at the gravy, guys. Oh, wow. I'm going to taste this and see how it tastes. And then we're going to add our meatballs. And then let's let this cook for about maybe 15 minutes. And our dinner is done. Yummy. Okay. See, for the salt levels and stuff, even though I didn't put any in there. That's delicious. So what I'm going to do is add a little salt and pepper, and then we're not gonna add a lot because we're gonna put the meatballs in, and remember, they're seasoned. Okay, and the pepper. Just so you can see it. There we go. Now we're gonna whisk this. And I'm going to give it a taste again. And then we're going to add our meatballs. This is going to be delicious. Okay, let me rinse my spoon off. And look at this, guys. Look at that gravy. Look at there. Yum. Okay, let me taste. Why do I tend to putting hot stuff in my mouth? That's delicious. Now, what I'm going to do is start adding our meatballs. Here we go. You can do the meatballs ahead of time. And right before you get ready to serve your dinner, you can make the gravy like I just did. Add the meatballs back to it. I mean, you can do some of this ahead of time. You don't have to do it all at one time. Because the meatballs, once they get back in that gravy, they'll warm back up. And you don't have to worry about that. So what I'm going to do is stir all of these around, get them incorporated in this gravy. Look at this, guys. Look at that gravy. Oh my goodness. It's delicious. And you could taste the hint of sour cream in it. You don't want it real heavy with it. Oh my, this is delicious. So what I'm gonna do is put the lid on this, and I'm gonna let this go for 15 minutes. And our dinner should be ready. Okay guys, I'm back. And look at our Swedish meatballs. I just turned them off. And look at this, guys. Yum. These look delicious. So what I'm going to do is dip these up, and I'm going to show you how it looks and tell you how it tastes. And another thing, guys, my semi-homemade portion of this meal, mashed potatoes. These, you get them in your refrigerator department, put them in the microwave, heat them up, put some butter in it, and you're good to go. All right, so let me dip this up. Okay, guys, I'm back, and look at our Swedish meatballs. Look at the gravy. Look at this, guys. Yum. Let me give it a taste. Oh, my goodness. That is delicious. Let's see these meatballs. Look how tender they are. Yum. Let's give it a taste. Oh my goodness. Guys. Oh my goodness. They are seasoned. So good. You're going to love this recipe. And you can serve this over rice, over noodles. Sometimes I make it, I serve it over 8 noodles. I said, let me try mashed potatoes today. And look at this. Look at this meatball. And it is so tender. Look how it just breaks up. It's tender. They're juicy. That's why I say you don't want to overwork the meat, because your meatballs could turn out tough. Just make sure you incorporate it. That's why I blended the seasonings together first. This is so good. So, for this recipe and more, go to flavorswithatwist.com. Like, subscribe, hit that notification bell, and you'll be notified of all the recipes that I upload. So this is Flavors with a Twist, my version of Swedish meatballs. So this is Donna from Flavors with a Twist. Bye.